Hello, crafting peeps. I am so excited to share this custom journal with you. This was commissioned by a friend of mine of over 30 years and will be gifted to her son. This is Vicki, the Literal Crafter in Western New York. This book was a labor of love for me. It was a creative challenge, and my friend asked that this be mostly a journal with mostly writing space. She asked me to leave out a lot of the typical elements of a junk journal. And so I challenged myself to also maintain the concept of the sensory experience that a junk journal brings. So let's see how I did with this. Beginning with the closure, I impressed myself here, which is kind of funny because I've only ever done a basic closure, wrap a ribbon around and tie it for the most part. This closure was made from baseballs that her son has actually used. I deconstructed the baseballs. I added a layer of suede. I sewed on the rings and then added the tie. And so for me, this is just way out of the ballpark of creativity for me, but I was very excited to come up with this idea. And I hope he thinks it's really cool too. So the cover is made from a reclaimed book from 1941, and I was fortunate to find one called World Series, since he is pursuing a career in MLB. So just give you a second to look at that. I designed these images here, and that's a blueprint of a baseball bat. The rest of the cover I left fairly plain. Again, this is a commissioned work, so I was working within the requirements that I was asked to. I then made a fabric layer to bind the inside and the outside of the original cover. I made the pocket. This is an image that I got online. A personal letter to him about his book. Oh, I should show you the back of the tag. You'll see baseball charms throughout the journal. And the theme being faith, family, and baseball, I incorporated some of his favorite scriptures. And all of the numbers throughout this book are important to him and unique to him. I coffee dyed many of the pages, walnut dyed some of the pages, and then also used the distressed sprays to introduce some color. So I'm not going to flip through every page because many of the pages are just a blank writing surface. There are 4 special pages in here. So one is the family page, and I've included a family photo. There's stenciling throughout the book, another scripture. Some more numbers. This is actually an image I got off Google. I was unable to really design a good baseball glove, so I went with an existing one. This is the first special page. So this is obviously a reference to his mom. And I made a photo mat so that she can add a photo of her with her son, and then she can tuck in a letter to her son inside the pocket. This is blueberry dyed paper, and it has a pretty cool texture to it. This is just an element that I designed to include another element I designed. This is obviously a page for his dad, another photo mat. So each photo mat is decorated on one side, neutral on the other. You could write on one side if you wanted. More elements throughout the book. Stenciling. This is for his brother to write him a letter, include a photo. And then there's just an empty pocket for him to use as he wishes. There is a mini journal tucked in. The inside of the back cover is called Blackout Poetry. I created it using a page from the book that I deconstructed. And then just a little note here telling him about the redacted poetry. So that is the journal. There's over 100 pages of writing space in this journal. And again, this was commissioned and designed and built for a specific individual. If you guys liked this walkthrough, if you liked the journal, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you back here soon. Thanks, guys.